BBC Whoniverse.
You're watching the TGM production. Hello, and welcome to the inaugural, which is means first ever, WhoBox. WhoBox is a spin-off from my podcast Chatterbox. So, the way Chatterbox works is I just press record and I talk about absolutely anything. Today, Thursday, the 25th of June 2025, I will be recording live on Twitch part 2 of Chatterbox, the new episode of Chatterbox. I did record some on the Monday, so there's no battery in that. WhoBox is basically where I can talk about anything Doctor Who related, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be visual, it could be audio, it could be whatever, and I don't have to have a specific gender. So, is that the right word? That's probably not the word I'm thinking of. So, I can say, like, this time I want to talk about the fact that Davros is an excellent character, and then I want to talk about the fact that the Dalek toys are some of the most fascinating pieces of merchandise out there, because there's so many different types of Daleks, you can almost collect them. Now, at the same time, you can probably hear some noises in the background of me wandering around. That's because it's audio only. It means I can do other things at the same time, which for me, right this second, is setting up the camera, because what I like to do with Chatterbox recently is do a hybrid of audio only and visual. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting ready to do the visual element of WhoBox. This isn't a podcast at present, because I don't need a 24th podcast, do I? So, let me just pop you down on my mic stand, which I have tried to adjust recently. So, what we want to talk about in the world of Doctor Who this time is I want to talk about, again, about the fact that the toys are really fascinating. So, I don't think, and I could be wrong when I say this, but I don't think you get as many, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't get as many remote control Doctor Who toys as you once did. Which is what I notice a lot more now. So you get less and less of the remote control. So I've got a remote control Dalek, and I've got a remote control K9. I can't remember what other remote control. I am trying to get the K9 ones set up so I can use it again, because I've got some interesting ideas for it. And having the interesting ideas for remote control K9 is really interesting. I have a Dalek on my desk, which when I get the visual setup I'll show you. And the Dalek on my desk I've used a lot in what do I call it? I use a lot when I'm doing stop motion, because it's an easily stop motioned character, because the Thing, not the film The Thing, but the character itself is on wheels. So as you can see right this second here on the visual side of the show, is the arm of it is a little bit wonky, and that is only because of I accidentally must have done something to it. But this is one of many Emperor Daleks, I think. It was at the time when all the Daleks were being supersized, because it is like a darkish red with some bronze elements, bronze balls attached to it, with some extra elements you don't get in other Daleks. Another thing before we get back on to talking about this Dalek toy, is I have on this YouTube channel, Tom Mason, a series that was called Big Finish Reviews, where I review Big Finish shows. Now, I last night changed the name, changed a bit of the thumbnail, but I am going to develop the thumbnail further because I'm making a logo because it's now a single show called The Who Listen. There is a podcast called The Says Who's Podcast, and they're incredible. They have a spin-off of their podcast for their Patreon login called 8 Track, where they listen to 8 Doctor of Big Finish audio, and I absolutely love that concept. So I thought, right, I know I have my own Big Finish series where I review Big Finish audios, but I would want to make it a better name because 8 Track is a cracking name. So Who Listen is the name I came up with. Now, going back to this Dalek toy that's in my hand, I've just discovered that this entire time it's been on. So, no wonder the batteries are dead in this. I don't know what the... This must be the remote control one. I don't know what the remote control is. So there's a program here in the UK called Robot Wars or Wars. I'm thinking, has anyone tried to, like, modify a Dalek or a K9 toy robot to make it robot work eligible. So not eligible. That's not the word I'm looking for. So that they can compete in a Robot Wars style contest. That would be brilliant. A robot Doctor Who edition of Robot Wars, where it's Sir. I think it's Sir Mix-a-Lot. I think that's the name of the character, but I could be right. Or Sir Kills-a-Lot. I can't remember. But it could be like one of the robots. It's villains. It's K9. K9 versus the Daleks. And it's just these. So it's not like any bigger. They've just been changed from the inside to make them the required rules for Robot Wars. And on the inside, it's basically just supersized. And these actually work, but they're more weapons than anything else. But I do really like the design of the Daleks in general, but I love the design of how they've made the toy work so well with the design of the thing. It's one of those things. So when you think about it, you have to have a good toy design. So let's compare. So we've got the Dalek, which is blurry from where I'm showing it, but I'm just trying to demonstrate from a distance. So you've got the Dalek, right? Then I'm going to comparisize it with Jurassic. And Jurassic is a good comparison because Jurassic, which is a hand puppet, it's the texture and the teeth and the eyes that you've got to praise when you're looking at a Jurassic, because you've got to praise how it looks. With a Dalek, they're all quite similar. I'm trying to think if I've got another Dalek toy at hand. I do. They're all quite similar. If I look at, let's say, this one, which again this one's a lot more broken. This is a Matt Smith Dalek. Now, what we're looking at here is the chassis, if we're talking in car terms, is a lot wider. If you put them side by side, obviously the eye stalk and the gun bit have been lost, so it's not the most accurate thing. This has been turned off, but if you look at them side by side, right, I think, yeah, this one's a lot more longer and more rounded than this one. But other design wise, yes, in the TV show they looked stunning, but I think from toy wise, this one will always win. I do have one more which I can demonstrate, and this one is, again, it's missing a lot of assets, and it was facing the wrong way. So good thing I am picking this up because I can flip it around. So it's missing a lot of assets. It's not the most stable. If you shake it, it makes a noise. There must be something rattling on the inside. But this is a massive, really, I just don't think the colours work. The redness here somehow works a lot better because of the lines at the top. But this just seems really, what's the word, faded, a little bit disenchanted. And it doesn't really work as well. So let's see what this noise is on the inside. Oh, it must be a Oh, it must be soap or something. I don't remember what this is because if let me just unscrew the. Let me put you down. Let me just unscrew the top here. So if we look at this is shaking. I don't know why, but if you look at the top here, you can see it's got something attached to it. So it must be soap. Whatever it is, the liquid's still in it, and it must be soap or something. I don't actually remember what it is. Come on. Don't. Right, we're just gonna have to leave that as that. So, and I've definitely not put that on right. I have no idea what's gone on, but it reminds you of the fact that there must have some liquid in it. I couldn't tell you what the liquid is, but there is some liquid within it. So, there we have it. This has been the pilot episode of WhoBox. If you look at the thumbnail, it's very similar to Chatterbox's. It's because I've just Doctor Whoified the Chatterbox logo because I do think the Chatterbox logo is really good, but I'm just Whoifying it and making it more fit on this format. So, thanks for watching. If you watched, thanks for watching and thanks for listening because it was a hybrid. Time on to mad. Bye. I've not done that in ages. Why did I do that now? I don't know. I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.